Michael Eisner?
Thank heavens I found you.
My goodness, I haven't seen you in a long time. What are you doing here?
I might ask you the same thing.
The whole gang and the cast from Winnie the Pooh are going to be thrilled to hear about this.
Do you know where I can find them?
They're downstairs in the basement doing some construction.
What kind of construction?
Renovation. One of the bookcases in my library opened and it revealed a secret passageway that led to a basement that me and the rest of the gang didn't know about. Now they're turning into an 80s-style movie theater attraction and an 80s-style video store.
Michael Eisner?
Donald, long time no see.
How did you manage to get all the way across the country to find any fishing tonics?
It's a long story, Donald.
So what did you do? What did you?
I've been trying to reach you guys for months. How come you didn't return my calls?
Two things. One, we just needed to go somewhere quiet and relax our minds. And we have. We have read so many books that have cleared our minds of trouble. Even the Bible.
True, we didn't recognize the number when there was no name.
Oh, I'm sorry. I thought maybe you would have.
Want to learn the cover of one up to simulate it, Michael?
No thanks, Donald.
Michael, I'm afraid I need to ask you this. Why are you really here?
I was hoping you would all be interested in some kind of Rise Up or Again revival.
Well, we really haven't done anything. We can't do a revival of nothing.
I'm talking about bringing you back to the Walt Disney Company.
What are you talking about?
You want to know? Here it is. Bob Iger called me.
What?
Donald, I've heard about your heated argument that you and Goofy had with him months ago.
That wasn't an argument. It was a disagreement.
Well, what did he call you for and what does he want?
Well,
Speak up, I am not going to sit on this sofa all day.
why didn't you return Iger's calls when you should have? Mickey, don't you understand you are going to regret it if you keep ignoring Iger like this? With you and the gang being gone, the Walt Disney Company is suffering.
No, it isn't suffering because of us. It's suffering because of the government practices that I was in it.
Look, I understand you guys are angry about the way things are going in the Walt Disney Company. And I understand that Bob Iger was very unsatisfying to you.
Cut the garbage, Michael. Let me explain something to you. When our fans look at the company's good name, or the name that Walt placed on it, they feel inspired by the actions of the characters they love and the places they come to visit them in.
But things can change.
What kind of excuse changes that? Some of our fans know that Iger is ruining the company and Walt's good name, and the names of those in his family. They know that thanks to Bob, the WDC has lacked imagination and creativity.
Geez, you didn't have to go that far.
No, Michael. They made the weak and the poor. They made those spread on the right side of the tracks. And then they made so many people get children and just get banned up in the parks. So now they get served for their choices. The Roland Roll is going up to them. If I was that capable of getting the company to wash up their item before, then we would wait until the company gets someone who will.
And be pressured to do something he or she may not want to do?
No one is pressuring anybody to do anything.
You think you guys can't be grateful for who you are and what you are given? You think you can become so selfish with your own pleasures?
We don't have a breaking system. Bob Iger is shooting what magical words let's say. So whatever happens to it, it's really no concern of ours.
Your fans' dream future is your concern. And families' vacation plans to visit the parks are your concern. Their kids are anxious to frolic in the place of their dreams.
I'm sure their vacation plans to visit the parks will be fine. And besides, we are better off visiting birthday parties and other events. And maybe even having playdates with whoever we come to. Child or adult, it doesn't matter. Am I right, Donald?
You bet.
Okay, fine. I'm leaving. And I'll tell Bob he can give you guys a threatening message that you'll be banished from the kingdom.
You dare to go and permit him to threaten us like this?
Come on, you chose to walk out of the company? That wasn't really fair to him.
What, that wasn't fair to Iger? What about the fans he's angering? Walt didn't create us and the company for money. He created us and the company to strengthen the wings of people's inner child.
Do some business people care more about making money than strengthening the wings of people's inner child? Of course. But like I said, things change. And sometimes we need to be flexible, and we have to work within certain things.
We can't do that anymore, Michael. So now we're here with some people who don't us to talk about the choices they made.
Such as?
So the first last show the string of popular close to and get full belief and don't get to spend it. A piece of farmers are going to go to prison. We in poor politicians that don't take responsibility for their bad choices. Alcoholics running into gamblers that don't need ability. Racist firefighters, cops, and men competing that don't get far. And especially the men determining CEOs to downplay the practice of homosexuality.
Bob Iger and the WDC are just doing their job. Companies can't forbid everything that parents don't want their kids to be involved in.
That's no excuse, Michael. There are rules in the Bible that have forbidden the practice of homosexuality. The book of Leviticus 18 verse 22 clearly warned us that two people of the same gender are not to have sexual laydowns.
You got that right, Mickey. Now a little something from the book of 1 Samuel 15 verse 23b. Samuel had clearly told King Saul that to practice pride made us no different than those who surrender their hearts to living God. The book of 1 Kings 15 verse 12. King Asa had pleaded to them for appealing and the idols they worship.
And now the book of Jeremiah. This book is about the consequences of not being rid of pride. Jeremiah warned the people of Jerusalem over and over and over again that their pride would come back to bite them. And it did. And Nebuchadnezzar, the king of Babylon at the time, had taken them captive. They were warned of what their pride would lead them to, but they chose not to listen, and it cost them everything.
Okay. I appreciate those Bible verses. But this is not about the Bible. This is about the WDC. It's suffering and it's your company too. Please listen to me, Mickey. You know that ignoring Bob Iger isn't going to help you and the gang get over your problems. You see, he's suffering too.
Bob Iger is fine.
And we've already told you that the WDC isn't suffering because me and the gang are being stubborn to return. It's suffering because of the bad choices Iger and all those on his side are making. And it might end up vanishing like a dream in our subconscious when we wake up because of their lust for money.
Lost memory and the memories of those in the summer will end up dead because of their selfish and thoughtless behavior. And I promise you, I know it's just many excuses to promise that so he can use us to put more corruption the worst man in the world.
Well, maybe if you would just speak to him, we would know about that. And anyone can have your place as the star of Walt's magical world, Mickey.
Oh, anyone can have my place.
Of course.
Oh, okay. Is that why Iger called you? Is that why you came all the way to my fishing cottage to talk to us? Is that why he's begging us to come back?
Please, just understand something.
Well, maybe Oswald Rabbit can take my place and do as well as I did. Then the WDC shouldn't have any problems.
Okay, that's not what I really meant. Why don't you try and make some settlements with Iger?
Settlements, my nose. Maybe you can send a message. One last chance to get the WDC to stop acquiring other companies and still make a few others that should have been acquired in the first place. No exceptions.
Donald, you know that's too hasty. The cast from Cinderella came to my house last week. They and the cast from Snow White, Sleeping Beauty, The Little Mermaid, and Beauty and the Beast have put together a fundraising campaign to raise money to help you guys. They've been going from house to house passing on flyers about their campaign. They're worried about you.
No, they're not worried about anything. It's us who are worried about the future of the WDC. We know it's recently celebrating 100 years, but everything Iger has done, it's just out of control. Besides, all that acquisition stuff causes nothing but racial reactions all the time. Some of those film companies shouldn't have been bought in the first place. They have franchises that have things that are not appropriate for kids. They were going to go bankrupt anyway. There was nothing that any film company in Hollywood could have done to try and save them.
Sure, either the WDC stops buying and sells back a few that should have been bought, or there will be no reconciliation between us and them. And another thing, the WDC needs to probably take their pathways at the parks before more things get out of control.
Donald Fauntleroy Duck, I'm getting too old for this. I'm 81 now. You should have accepted Iger's invitation to dinner at his house when you and the rest of the gang had the chance. I'm sure you guys can work things out.
No, we can't, Michael. There's nothing to work out. Iger has already proven what a toxic top like she is.
Bob would never be that kind of person.
What do you mean, Bob would never be that kind of person? And the rest of the fans, the one who really if Iger figured out this TBC before we did, we would get their hearts. We chose him over what was best for the WDC.
But he doesn't care about our fans. The only thing he cares about is money. Just like Barack Obama, Joe Biden, Gavin Newsom, and especially the Clintons. And I would rather be bashed from Walt's magical world than suffer under Iger's poisonous and corrupt mind.
Hey, come on, don't think of Iger that way. He did so much for the company and for you. Bob Chapek was a weak link and he would have destroyed it.
Now bring Bob Chapek into this. Okay? Iger made me and the gang become a part of his plot to have Chapek removed from office. I mean, yes, he was a weak link, but the company kept him around us. Until the day Iger made us, helped him remove him. I mean, what does that make him?
Boys, Iger has so many of the people's hearts. He is
No different than those money swinging snakes who enjoy watching things and suffer and then helping them with their problems. The marriage of the company's building is avoid and in the choices and the choices of those who follow and support their matter. Remember that.
Doll's right, Michael. We can't do that anymore. We will not stand by and watch Iger destroy everything Walt and his family have worked so hard to build. The only regret that didn't go into make is falling for Iger's manipulation to corrupt the company even further. And he may have so many of the people's hearts now, but get this. Once they find out who he really is and what he truly did, that all gets thrown in the trash. So let me make this simple for you. Either you tell Iger to take it off and we are demanding or not at all.
boys,
No, Michael, this conversation is over.
very well then. I'm leaving. Oh, and one simple thing. Thank you for those Bible verses. I very much appreciate it. And I think we need to start taking those lessons seriously. It will help reduce these poisons and benefit a healthier freedom.
And when Iger is gone, the company needs to think better in how they should run. Because one day, those acquisitions and all the streaming services, including the Disney bundle, are going to end up becoming a handful. And then our fans will want nothing to do with them anymore.
Someday they will wonder what video with the franchise and that blockbuster, kind of video, a video update and more. And maybe even make new ones.
I see. Well, take care of yourselves, guys.
You too, Michael. It was good to see you.
Yeah, it was good to see you. I hope we see you again someday. Bye!
You too. Bye.